I'm here with Veronica Hardy after her win at UFC 320 over Brogan Walker. Veronica, congratulations. I'm so happy for your win. Tell me, how are you feeling? You dominated this fight almost from bell to bell. Tell me, how are you feeling?
I feel happy to be, especially back in the win column. You know, I'm always very critical of myself, and especially of my performances, as I am of this one, to be honest. But you know, after the last one where I didn't start into the fight until it was the third round. It was important for me to prove to myself that I do have the skill to be here, that I am strong enough, I am fast enough, that I am skilled enough to do so. And I think I'm starting to believe in my skills now that I haven't before. Even when I was on the 3-fight win streak, I was just kind of waiting waiting to lose because I just didn't believe that I had the skills to do so. But it's starting to change now.
You definitely started this fight right in the first second. Let's talk a little bit about the first round and about what happened at the end of the first round, because you locked that armbar, and from my point of view, it was really tight. At the same time, I was keep looking at Brogan's left hand to see if she's gonna tap, and you know I was in that position many times. I know she couldn't tap with the right hand, but I'm just wondering if there was a verbal tap, or what was the confusion? What were your coaches saying when the round ended?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of adrenaline going on. I did hear her arm like crack. You know when you have an arm bar and like they start
like
to
snapping.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So I heard that, and I think during it, I must have thought that she tapped. They told me that she didn't, and I'm not gonna argue it. You know, obviously there's a lot of adrenaline going on at the time, and there was a 10-second clapper, so it was kind of a chaotic situation. But I did hear her arm, like I felt it go. I thought the fight was over there, but it wasn't, and it was my job to maintain my composure and go back in there and make sure that it didn't slip away from me after that.
I'm sure she felt that too, because I saw her backstage and she was wearing a sleeve or whatever to hold her arm there. Your striking was definitely on point tonight. You dominated the fight on striking. Tell me, you dropped Brogan in the second round. I almost thought there was a knockdown in the first round. So tell me, how close do you feel you were to score a knockout win tonight? And were you hunting a knockout win?
I mean, it would have been a lot closer if I wouldn't have been an idiot and go like that. But like, you live and you learn. Yeah, you know, I've been feeling my power really this camp. Ironically, during the camp, I really injured my foot, so I wasn't able to kick or do a lot of movement. It was very boxing heavy, so I was feeling, and I was very confident in that. So I thought that was going to showcase tonight, and I think it did. Not to the degree that I feel like I've been working, because there was a lot of hesitation on my part. There was a lot of me not letting go of the shots. I felt like the canvas was really slippy. I think that's why I just stayed on like the Monster logo, because there was quite a grip there. When I got out, I felt like my foot slipped. So yeah, it was just a lot to take from the fight, a lot to learn, and a lot to evolve.
It didn't seem tonight like you were injured, because I saw some high kicks there in the first round. I think I thought you were going to knock her out with a high kick. Tell me, how important is this victory for your career, and what do you think it's next for you? When should we expect to see you next?
More than for my career, I view MMA as a way to develop as a person. I think it is very important for me to regain this confidence. You know, I got signed when I was 20, and I had 3 losses in a row. That was like terrible for my confidence, for my belief in myself and me as a person, because there's so much of me tied into being an MMA fighter, because I've been training martial arts since I was a kid. So I was like, oh, I'm losing, like I might not be good for anything. So for me to like go through that and continue to fight and continue to move forward has been so important, especially coming off a loss where I just didn't believe in myself, and I still, you know, went, okay, but I have to take a step in the right direction. So I think that's really important. I would like to get back early next year. I found a really good team. You know, Pierre in my corner, Ryan Diaz, which is the funnest person ever to have. Like, he cracks jokes. I don't know how he has so much energy all the time. It's insane. But he's such a great energy. My husband, who is just the best.
How is training with the husband? Because I just got married. My husband is a fighter, and we don't fight only in the gym. We fight at home too. You know, we hold grudge. So tell me how that works for you.
That part's Well, I really enjoy doing it. You know, it's like I feel it's something that we get to share together, especially such intense moments that we get to live that. We have the opportunity to do so. A lot of the times couples don't get to share so much time together in something so intense, but I also feel like at all moments like I have to respect the fact that he is not only my husband but he's my coach, and those moments I have to listen and I have to know that he has my best interest at heart, and I know that from the bottom of his heart that he loves and cares about me, which makes it pretty easy.
Thank you so much, Veronica. Enjoy your victory. You definitely earned it. Veronica Hardy after getting her 5th UFC win at UFC 320.